All right, welcome back to The Drive. It's time to go inside the glass. Inside the Glass is brought to you by Calgary Co-op Wine, Spirits, Beer. Enjoy member-exclusive savings on your favorite sips. Visit coopwinespiritsbeer.com and get in on this. And this is a fun segment this week. Kevin Schorath is joining me. Kevin's a sommelier with Calgary Co-op Wine, Spirits, Beer out of the Crowfoot location, right, Kevin? All right. Okay. So welcome back. Glad to have you back. And this week we're focusing in on rosé. So tell me why you chose this wine for this week.
Well, last time I was here, I was here on Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, well, is there going to be spring or is there not? And unfortunately, Balzac Billy kind of dropped the ball a little bit there, and we had that cold spell, tons of snow. But it's a balmy 3 degrees today, so nice and warm. And, I can see it coming around the corner, so something light and refreshing is kind of what we want, right? So
rosé, I don't know about you, Kevin, and maybe I'm just like being stereotypical here, but rosé for me just screams a warm summer night. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Completely agree with you on that one. I mean, there's not really a bad time to drink rosé. It's amazing in the winter, too. But, yeah, generally we're going to associate it with some warmer temperatures, for sure.
It tends to go down very quickly on a warm summer's evening,
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. And this one, why don't you tell us about this wine? The name first, and then we'll get into the story here.
Okay, cool. So Bonnie Doon is the name of the winery that we're sampling here today. This is their Vin Gris de Cigar. And Randall Graham is the man who started Bonnie Doon, and he was called the Rhone Ranger because he was a pioneer in the California wine industry and was really interested in bringing Rhone grape varietals to California. Instead of using Cabernet and Merlot, he was like, let's use Grenache and Syrah.
Okay.
So the Rhone grape varietal. So they called him the Rhone Ranger, and there's a hilarious Wine Spectator cover of him wearing like a cowboy getup.
Really?
Yeah, it's from the 70s. It's amazing. But the story of the winery itself, and you'll notice there's a little alien on the top of the screw cap.
It's like a total alien face on the top there, yeah.
So his wine is called Le Cigare Volant, which in French is the flying saucer. Or the flying cigar, essentially. And this dates back to 1954, where the appellation of Châteauneuf-du-Pape in the south of France, in the Rhone Valley, actually wrote one of the weirdest wine laws in the history of the world, where they actually prohibited flying saucers and UFOs from landing in the region of Châteauneuf-du-Pape.
They actually wrote this in law.
They wrote this into law in 1954. So Randall Graham, his whole play on this is to like really pay homage to this hilarious wine law from the 50s.
Does he want a UFO to land? Because the label has a photo of a UFO kind of scanning where to land in the valley on there.
Exactly. And it's just kind of like a play on this really funny thing. And on all of his wines, especially on his white, his red, and his rosé, it says pink wine of the earth on this one, for instance, right? Because of course, we have wines from elsewhere.
Of course we do. Of course we do. Okay, so tell me about the wine itself. I mean, I had a sip during the commercial break, and it's nice and light and refreshing and super light in the mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. So light-bodied, really crisp rosé. The term Vin Gris, which is on the bottle, so gray wine, essentially when you're making rosé, you're using pink-skinned or black-skinned grape varietals, and you basically just crush really gently, and you'll extract some color, but not a lot. So you get this very light pink kind of style of rosé, which is exactly what's happening with this sort of glass. So
yeah, and is that normal? That are most rosés super light, or are some quite super flavorful?
Of course they can be super flavorful. Yeah. It depends on what the individual producer wants to get out of it. They can crush aggressively and leave the juice on the grape skins for like 8 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours, and you'll extract more color over time. So you can get darker rosés.
Yeah.
The style with this one is to do direct crush the grapes, get the juice off relatively quickly so you don't extract a lot of color, hence that really pale pink color that we see in the glass.
Yeah, it's almost see-through 100%, right? Yeah. There's just a subtle pink to it, which is neat. Anything else I need to know about this wine?
I mean, it's on our member-exclusive pricing, which I know you mentioned on the
very
intro
good.
right now.
So tell us about this,
Yeah, so if you jump on our e-com website and look up Bonnie Doon, BONNYDOON, Bonnie Doon, it'll show up as one of our member-exclusive pricing. So you have to be a co-op member to access that pricing.
Very good.
Highly recommend that everybody signs up for that because it's a great deal. And you get about $4 or $5 off the wine right now. It's like $23.99-ish regular, and it's about $19.50 right now.
Oh, nice.
So good little savings. It's a great little wine for warmer temperatures.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, and we got to talk about Grape Escape, because that's not this weekend, but next
weekend. Yeah, next Friday and Saturday night, and we are very much looking forward to it. It's been over 3 years now since we've been able to do this. This is actually going to be my first Grape Escape with Calgary Co-op, so I'm very excited. And we unfortunately Saturday is completely sold out, but we still have tickets available for Friday. So anybody who's looking to come on down, Friday night is what's available. So we highly recommend purchasing your tickets sooner than later, because they're moving pretty quickly. So.
Yeah, we're actually giving a bunch away. We gave away 2 earlier in the show, and I'm going to be giving away 2 more tickets in the 5 o'clock hour coming up here. So hot commodities, apparently.
Great. Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
And if I'm remembering correctly, isn't there like 700 different products?
There's something like that. Yeah. I looked at the list yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I looked at the list yesterday, and it was pretty extensive. There's a lot of wine, a lot of beer, a lot of spirits. So there's something for everybody. It's not just a wine show.
Yeah, no kidding, right? No kidding. And do you get the tickets straight through the website?
Yeah, you can jump on our Co-op Wine Spirits Beer website, and that's the best way to kind of route it to purchase tickets.
Perfect. Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you.
And thanks for bringing in the rosé.
Absolutely.
With a UFO theme.
Yeah.
Funny enough, we had a UFO conversation on the show on Tuesday this week.
There you go. It's all topical.
It's all topical. Look at your timing. It's spectacular. Thanks, Kevin. Good to see you.
You as well. Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, cheers. Inside the Glass, brought to you by Calgary Co-op Wine Spirits Beer. Enjoy member-exclusive savings on your favorite sips. Visit coopwinespiritsbeer.com. And just as a reminder, if you want to jump in on the online savings, the wine that we're sampling today and that's on sale online is Bonnie Doon Vineyard. Bonnie, Bonny, Doon with 2 O's. Bonnie Doon Vineyard and their Vingri de Cigar, the flying cigar. It's the one with the alien on the lid if you want to look for it in the actual stores themselves. All right. Thank you, Kevin. Good to see you again.